I wanted to draw a picture for listeners out there, a very simple, crude picture that describes effectively the false left-right paradigm. The Republican Party props up the Democratic Party, and the Democratic Party props up the Republican Party. If you had one of the political parties standing on its own, when the wind came along, it would just fall over. When pressure, revolutionary pressure from the population not liking what's going on, or new groups wanting the power structure, which is the main source of revolution. Most of it is driven by evil, just like the elite is driven by evil. Very rare to have an altruistic revolution. By itself, a single-party system will fall over. Okay? But if you take the two-party systems and you lean them up against each other, this is basically the arch. Their force going together keeps them together and makes it become a very strong, stable platform on which they can build their hierarchical New World Order system. Okay? So the current two-party system has been dominated and bought up and controlled by the elite that sits atop it. Now, the elite with a one-party system would not be balanced on top of one party. They would be subject to being toppled, being pushed over easily. But you put the two parties up against each other, they form a royal arch. And now it's very hard to separate those two because they're leaning up against each other.
You're an actor. Act, motherfucker.
President Trump, you survived at least 4 previous illegal coups. You were illegally spied on during your campaign. Everyone knows about the illegal fraud of Russiagate, Ukrainegate, the fake impeachment, and more. And now the very same corporate media that's so discredited, that's so loathed, that is the enemy of the American people, as you've rightfully said, has announced that you're the loser, and you have rightfully gone to those states where there is overwhelming, clear evidence pouring out that there was organized criminal fraud by big city corrupt machines. But your own internal advisors and others are telling you stand down. You're being congratulated by George W. Bush that, oh, you made a good showing, step down. If you do that, they're going to set you up and destroy your legacy and blame you for COVID-19 and then destroy this republic. If you stand up and fight back hard, it is they that will be destroyed, not you and not America. If they're able to trick you, then your legacy and all your supporters will be irrevocably connected to the COVID-19 deaths, and the American people will be persecuted, and Americanism itself will be demonized, connected to the Wuhan virus, which is a Chinese communist bioweapon. If you don't sign on to it, you've got to come out and expose Fauci, Bill Gates, Joe Biden, and all of them in Oval Office addresses, and that is the only path to stop them. Mr. President, I know you care about America, and I know you stood against their 4 previous coups, but now this 5th coup needs your metal will to say no. Hold the course and let all the election fraud now being documented come out so the American people have a chance to rally behind you and to come to your aid and their own aid and save the republic. We are waiting for leadership. We need the address from the Oval Office. We need you to reconfirm in the face of Fox News and the other sellout traders that you are never going to concede to fraud and sell out the election system in this country. Mr. President, we don't just have your back. We've got America's back, and the cavalry is coming.
Democrats over here, Republicans over here, Republicans attack Barack Obama. And then the Democrats attack John McCain. And then the population who's down here is trained to see John McCain as representing them personally, as being their daddy, of where their personal power comes from, of their camp, their brand name, their brand of soda, their brand of automobile, Ford or Chevy. And so this is a controlled paradigm. And so we have We have Republicans attacking Democrats, and that's the force against them. And you have Democrats attacking Republicans, and that's the force against them. And really, it's one unit supporting themselves and containing revolution, so that the people who were down here never learned that there is a world outside of this controlled paradigm. We are locked within the left-right paradigm. And then it becomes this huge pageant, this huge distraction where we analyze every facet of the two political parties, never realizing they themselves are simply a front or puppets for a larger power structure.
And there's a reason that people are like this, because people, for the most part, are mindless sheep. The Illuminati are absolutely correct. I have discovered this. It has been one of the greatest disappointments of my life to discover that most people, the people that I have been battling for, the people that I have laid my life down for you can be sure that when the New World Order comes into power, my life is forfeit for the work that I have done. It has been the greatest disappointment to find out that they are absolutely right about most of what they call the masses. Whenever you hear somebody use that term, they're usually one of them. Are nothing but cattle, sheep, mindless animals, steaks on the table and beasts of burden by choice and consent. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's true. It's because from the beginning people are taught to be stupid, taught not to think, not to challenge, taught not to ask questions. You can't even figure out what's going on in your own neighborhood, much less how to stop this New World Order or what to do about it. And so many of you are so absolutely ignorant and stupid. You see, I'm sick of it, folks. You're not going to win anything. You're not going to escape anything, and you're not going to get liberty back. Not at all. You're too stupid to do it. You're too ignorant to do it. You've got too many agendas of your own, most of which are to keep your little fantasies going around you so that you never have to look at the truth and so that you never have to be blamed for anything. But the truth is, if you want to know what's wrong with this country, ladies and gentlemen, go look in the mirror. Go look in the mirror. You will see exactly what's wrong with the United States of America staring at you.